Welcome to Nameless Debate Radio, where radioactivity is contagious.
Yeah, I don't see how you could arrive at the possibility of a god or gods insofar as how you use, like if you think the possibility of a god or gods is like consistent with logic, I don't see that in
I
the way
just mean
in the way most people have used it, including how I've like heard you use it. I don't see
yeah,
that.
of course. Did you hear what he was using though? He was using like a creative higher being who created this universe.
Yeah, I mean, if you mean it in that sense, sure, I accept that. But
That's how he was using it though.
Yeah, but the way I understand most people to really be using it is like not simply this universe, right? Because that's too limiting. Like they mean it in the way of
but
like
that is the sense. I'm
transcendent.
limiting it. Yeah. I think because I presented alongside the other claims that I make about the transcendent.
Have you heard of? Okay, fine. Have you heard of like people talking about how like if say aliens came and they had such advanced technology that it would be indistinguishable from a god or gods?
Say again, sorry.
So like if we saw aliens and they had such advanced technology, it would be indistinguishable from a god or gods in the same way that if we were to go back in time and look at like people
or magic for sure.
Yeah. So like I mean what you're talking about is just an extension of that. And insofar as that goes, like sure. I don't know if I think though, like with regards to creating a whole universe.
But that could just be a simulation though. That wouldn't even be that hard. We can probably do that.
Yeah. Maybe. I definitely think like so. I'm not at the point where I would say that that's like possible, but I'm at the point where I would say that like I definitely could like consider that to be a possibility. But like if you mean God in the way that I think you're not saying you mean, then yeah, I don't think that possibility for sure has been demonstrated. And just to again emphasize, most people I meet mean it in the way that it's not been demonstrated, like literally demonstrated.
Yeah, but I mean, I think like if you're talking about like a creator of this universe who exists in a higher plane, that's not an inconsistent definition for the most part. It's just limited somewhat.
No. I know which. No. I'm not like it's what I just said before. I'm not disputing that. I don't think that. So where I'm at, I don't think I accept the possibility of that. But I think that I think that there's a possibility of me accepting the possibility of that.
Generally speaking, I just take the default position that if I haven't thought about it carefully, I should consider that it is. I wouldn't know if it were impossible, so I'll just assume that it's possible for now, so I can think about it more.
Well, I mean, I think that like, so okay, I think you can like assume that something is possible, right, without actually believing it is possible. I think those are two distinct things.
I don't actually agree. In the performative sense, in the moment, you do believe that it's possible. That's how you assume it. You treat it as true. It's performative belief.
Yeah, but like in the sense I'm talking about, as like a belief you hold, I which is what I think matters.
But I don't know what the difference is between a belief you hold and something that you treat as true.
Because like the difference is on the treatment in which like you function as you treat them.
How do you mean?
So like if I accept, right, that like there are aliens that are actually like that literally resemble say like pink unicorns, and that they can actually like that they can actually maybe say like create transcendent, right? So they could create like transcendence, and I think that in the moment, right, maybe like I'm operating in the moment as if I believe that thing, and like functionally those two things may be like identical. But like in terms of my general behavior, I don't think that, and I don't operate that way. And so, I mean, it wouldn't be fair to say that those two things are the same because it's not describing how I generally operate.
So you're referring to continuity as a difference?
Yeah, I think so.
But like beliefs that you genuinely hold can be short-lived.
Yeah, sure, of course.
So then how is continuity the differentiation?
How is continuity the different? So, okay. I think that like I know what you're talking about. I'm just thinking about like the best way to put it into like a model, right? So okay. I guess the first distinction would be if you accept something like for the sake of argument, you're not actually accepting it in terms of like what you think, you're accepting it in terms of operating that way with your function. Now, the so that would be like one distinction, right? But then like the other distinction is that generally what you genuinely accept, I think you believe for much longer, right? Because like if you accept something that
No,
like,
but like not always though.
yeah, not always, but that's like an indication of a distinction.
But so
And then the
then
other
what
thing,
is the condition? It's not that it lasts for a long time. It's something that makes it last for a long time, probably.
well,
That isn't
so
true.
so when we were talking about continuity, I was saying that in regards to function. I wasn't saying that in regards to the difference of like genuine belief versus like acted belief. Because like I think the brain states are different, you know?
Sorry, say that again.
Huh? I was saying like as far as acted belief goes and like genuine belief, I was saying that when I was talking about continuity, that was in regards to like acted belief. And that was the distinction that I was making.
Yeah, but like, what does active belief mean?
When I said acted belief, like what I just meant is like what you thinking when you're functioning. And like so if you have like an argument, right? If you have an argument, and you know, maybe you're entertaining some ideas just to like for example, right? If I argue for things I don't believe, then like I mean, in the sense you're talking about, I'm functionally entertaining those ideas. But that doesn't mean that like to the extent that I would genuinely hold a belief, that that those two are the same. But I think
No,
it
I
just so
think there's a
happened.
difference between the two ways that you can argue about it. You can argue about it as in treating it as if you already know the answer, and then pretending to treat it as true. Treating it as true only in the functional sense. But there's also a short-lived sense in which you can genuinely treat it as true because you don't know if it's not, and that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but I think like it seems. I guess I'm having trouble putting it into words, but I think that that's like distinct from like I think that that's distinct from something else. Let me you know what? Tell you what. Let me grab something and then let's actually sort of write out these different states perhaps. And I think that like if we go over things in relation to like what we have opposed to not, I think you'll see like a more clear difference.
Thank you for listening. Like, share, subscribe, and join us in the Nameless Debates Discord. We hope to see you there.